Hey, it's James Lynch. I wanted to try something a little bit different today and use artificial intelligence to predict the light heavyweight title fight at UFC 320 between champion Magomed Ankalaev and Alex Pereira using an app called Fight Signal. If you've been watching my live streams, you would have heard me mention this before. I do have a discount code if you are interested in getting a membership yourself. I have a discount code. There's a link in the description of this video, or if you use the promo code Lynch, it'll work the same way. You get about 50% off. But I'm going to go through the app here today, and we're going to determine what AI is saying about this fight. So once you log in, you can click on events. They've got a bunch going on here. You'll see we're about 15 days out from the fight on October 4th. If you're on Patreon, you'll get to watch this now. If you're on my just on my regular channel, you'll see this closer to fight time. But you can see here, it's got 2,660 data points for this fight. So a lot of data to work with, and we're going to go through that data right now. So once you get in here, it's got all the fights on the card. We're just going to click on Ankalaev and Pereira, and we're going to focus on some of the stats here and see what they're saying. So let's go first to the technical comparison. I'm not going to read everything on here, but I will go over some of the stats there. So it's got the records, it's got the win percentage between the two, the KO and TKO wins between the two of them, the submission wins, which neither of them have, decision wins, Ankalaev 125% compared to Pereira, 12 fight win streak. Doesn't have a win streak with Pereira losing his title in his last one. It's got obviously all the last opponents that they fought, which is really cool. And this is what the cool part is right here, the skill comparison. So Pereira, according to their data points, which makes sense, Pereira's a kickboxer striker. He's got the edge in striking at 61% compared to 54.8. So it's an 11.44% striking differential. The grappling also goes to Pereira, which is surprising. Not sure how they determined that. You can see there 38 for Pereira, 32 for Ankalaev. So Pereira getting a 20% increase on that. They've got a bunch of different strikes landed per minute, striking accuracy, striking defense. Not going to go through all these, but again, if you guys are technical nerds like I can be sometimes, these are great data points. Strikes landed per minute, that favors Pereira. Striking accuracy favors Pereira. Strikes absorbed per minute is Pereira. Striking defense, though, going to Ankalaev here, 56.9% compared to just 53.8% for Pereira. And the grappling stats have Ankalaev at 600%. So the takedowns per 15 minutes, Ankalaev is at 600% compared to Pereira at just 0.011. 0.80 for Magomed Ankalaev. The takedown accuracy is actually favoring Pereira here at 120%. So I guess he's got a couple takedowns there. Takedown defense going to Ankalaev at 11.36%. Submissions per 15 minutes, Pereira actually leading the way as Ankalaev hasn't really had too many submissions there. And again, we look at leg, head, body, as far as the strikes by target, strikes by position they have listed here as well. Round progression, showing who's the better guy. You can see Ankalaev does seem to be a little bit better as the round goes on compared to Pereira, although Pereira does have 5-round experience as well. Physical attributes, I mean, this is stuff you can look up yourself, but just another interesting thing here. Pereira being the taller guy just slightly. They're both the same weight. Reach advantage going to Pereira at 79 compared to 75. The age, Pereira's 38 to 33. They have their orthodox, they're both orthodox fighters listed in the stats there. So that's everything technical wise that you can have. But here's some other cool points that you can look at. So they have a bunch of points as to why Ankalaev might win this one. We'll go read them. Superior takedown defense, 87.5% versus 78.6 for Pereira. The significantly higher control time, averaging 206.7 seconds per fight. Better defensive striking as well. This is true. 57% here for Ankalaev, just 53.9 for Pereira. And if we go in here, we can read the full technical report. And so it's got leg strikes per minute, takedown defense, a lot of different things here is technical development. It's got some very detailed analysis here. Same thing with Pereira. Talks about advantages for each on either side. So stuff like, takedown defense and higher striking accuracy between the two. Ankalaev's disadvantages is lower striking accuracy, significantly lower finishing rate, may lead to a decision dependency, heightened reach disadvantage as well, lower knockdown rate per 15 minutes. You can see Pereira, much lower control time. So these are what I love about this is it just simplifies everything. It puts it in kind of like a nice summary, especially if you're looking to bet this fight. These are things that you can factor in. Ankalaev's win condition. You utilize superior striking control time to neutralize the striking, exploit takedown defense advantage to avoid being taken down, although Pereira's not taking him down. So maybe AI's got to brush up on that one a little bit. Weather the early storm and push the pace in the later rounds. For Pereira, maintain distance, utilize reach advantage, land heavy shots. I think that's the way you would think. Target body shots to slow him down. Technical comparison does favor Ankalaev at 57.25% compared to Pereira. And they have a rank comparison. So what that is rank is the overall ranking of the fighter over the course of their career. Rankings are calculated based on their past performances. It combines all the technical skills, momentum, opponent quality, records, and progression. So this is cool. It's like, rather than go analyze everything on Tapology between the two, this AI program has already done that. Then they have the ELO score, which is interesting. ELO is a dynamic rating system that reflects a fighter's relative skill level. It adjusts based on fight outcomes and strength of opponents, beating higher ranked fight. See, this is interesting to me because, you know, I'm big when it comes to my analysis on strength of schedule and opponents and all that stuff. So yeah, this basically says beating a higher ranked fighter results in a larger ELO gain, while losing to them incurs a smaller point loss. So you can see there, they're fairly even, with Pereira actually going a little bit higher here. They've been giving them data points. So, you know, obviously Ankalaev's been in the UFC a lot longer. Pereira, they're very close here. So Ankalaev, I think, or sorry, Pereira ends up having the edge in the end as far as the ELO score. He ends up with 2004, 1945 there for, or no, sorry, it's the other way around. Ankalaev is higher. This is, I'm learning this myself. Ankalaev's the higher one at 2004, 1945 there for Alex Pereira. So again, kind of interesting with that. Now, another bit of data point here. We collected 1,500 insights across the internet from analysts, channels, and website and news outlets. Experts' predictions. So you can see this line here is expert predictions. This one's public predictions. And you've got Ankalaev up here, Pereira up here. Majority of people are going, and this is taken back all the way since July. So majority of people since July mainly going with Ankalaev, although you do see recently we're seeing some people here September 10th. So they basically scour the internet and find picks, which I think is really interesting. And I don't know what is considered an expert prediction. Public prediction, obviously, or prediction is just, you know, gathering stuff from just, you know, the average Joe. But expert prediction, I'm assuming this is like, you know, people that are actually like paid to cover MMA and all that. Here's an interesting one. You know, this is one I'll be monitoring going forward. Excitement level, 64 to 100. I tend to agree. This does not feel like that big of a fight. Mainly because the first fight, not exactly super entertaining. And, you know, I think a lot of people, you know, just from what I've seen online, I think a lot of people are going with Magomed Ankalaev here. So maybe the excitement level a little bit down. Like this isn't, I'd be curious to see what they had for, say, like DDP and Chimaev. I'm sure the excitement level is a lot high. And then look, they gathered some analysis. So Dan Hardy, who's, you know, a very good analyst, suggests that Pereira needs to pressure Ankalaev more and use close-range tactics like tie clinch, believing Pereira showed too much respect in their first fight. Glover Teixeira anticipates a more aggressive Pereira, saying the first round will be brutal and Potem will be pressuring him the entire time. So again, they're grabbing stuff from the experts, obviously Teixeira, Pereira's coach. So yeah, and I think they've got a whole bunch of different ones there. Win prediction by source type. They've got Dan Hardy. This is one from the Fight Signal team. Video breaks down the upcoming rematch. So yeah, you can go through and just read a bunch of different analyses there. So the win prediction trend, you can see there. 65% of people taking Ankalaev. Experts only picking Pereira 35% of the time. Public perception's much closer. 55% for Ankalaev, just 45% for Pereira, but that's up from 35. So there we go. Again, they have the excitement level here at 73. Expert opinions on each that. Public opinion. So yeah, very interesting. And now if we go to the main page here, you will see overall, and I kind of hid that on purpose at the beginning, 60.04%. The current favorite is Ankalaev based on 7 prediction signals, just 39% taking Alex Pereira. If you missed my preview of this, I've already previewed this fight on Early Look. I am taking Magomed Ankalaev by decision. And AI, as all the data points are sort of suggesting, do favor Ankalaev as well. That doesn't mean Ankalaev's going to win, but thought I'd take it to a computer brain and see how they were predicting this one. So again, AI is going with Magomed Ankalaev here over Alex Pereira, and they're taking him by 60% compared to just 39% as well. So take that for what it's worth. Again, just doing something a little bit different here. If you guys, you know, people like hearing different predictions, I thought we'd try with AI. And this is something that if you guys like this, if you don't have an account, you don't want to sign up for it, I'll be doing videos going forward. If this is something you guys like doing, I'll do them for mainly the big fights. I'm not going to do them for all the fights. But yeah, as you can see right here, the AI, you know, trackers are leaning more towards Magomed Ankalaev here, and it makes sense. Betting favorite, current champion, already has a win over him as well. So they are going with Magomed Ankalaev in this fight. So like I said, let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these videos where we use AI to determine how they're picking fights. I think this is something a bit different that I could be doing here on the channel. And make sure you follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, @LynchOnSports. My name is James Lynch. This has been, I don't know what we're going to call this. I guess this AI Predicts here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.